what Jeff is doing up here. I'd like everybody to simply cross your arms. All right? And I'd like you to pay attention to which of your arms is on top, left arm or right arm. Okay? Now put your arms back down your side and bring them up again real quickly. Same arm on top. Okay? So that's your predominant arm. Now I'd like you to switch them. See, how's that feel? Okay, you can go back to the right. Now, I want you to pay attention to which arm is on top. Those of you who have your right arm on top, according to the researchers at the McKinsey organization, you happen to have predispositions to excel. So that's one reference point for you, okay? Hands back down to your side, so you got to keep that in mind. Now I'd like you to bring your arms up in front of you. I'd like you to clasp your fingers together. And I'd like you to notice which thumb is on top. You got to think, what's this mean? Hands down, back up together real quickly. Same thumb on top. All right, now switch them. How's that? Now, isn't that like you're holding somebody else's hand? It's not right. We'll talk about why in a second. Go back to the right way. According to the researchers, those of you with your left thumbs on top can be highly intelligent. Very intelligent. And those of you with your right thumbs on top, very warm, very loving, and unfortunately very dull. In fact, it's the people with their right thumbs on top that usually believe the whole bit about the right arm on top. Now, we're having a little bit of fun, but what this was really an experiment with was comfort zones. Why did it actually feel weird to cross? Did it take any different muscles to do to cross my arms a different way? Did it take any significant differences in muscles to put a different thumb on top? No. But my brain, you see what the human brain, we're going to talk a lot about the brain today. The human brain is actually made up of two different components. There's the gray matter, which most of you have heard of, but then there's the white matter also. And the gray matter is the actual pattern of connections between the, write this down, 100 billion neuron cells that exist in this big gray walnut muscle between our ears. Okay? The gray matter is that pathway of synaptic connections that everything that makes us us is stored, including how we hold our arms, how we cross our fingers, etc. Now, what makes that even more powerful is the stuff that coats the outside of those synaptic pathways. It's a white substance called myelin. And anything that we do over and over and over again, it becomes like a habit for us, right? Well, your brain gets super efficient at it. And you don't even think about signing your name. How many of you could close your eyes and sign your name and it would look the same as if you had your eyes open? Most of us do. We're that efficient at it. Anytime someone says, hey, guess what? We're going to do things differently now. That's like driving down 480 with a big detour at Transportation Boulevard, and you have to get off at a part of town that you're not familiar with if you're not. And the very first thing your brain is thinking about is what? How do I what? How do I get back? How do I get back onto this thing that's comfortable? So one of the things I'd like each of you to know going into today is that there will be some call to action to change behaviors. And that call to action is going to require, at some point, that you be willing to lean into a new behavior, even if it feels uncomfortable a little bit, even if it feels awkward. But what happens to any pathway that we go down over and over again? Maybe the pathway in the Metroplex. What happens? If you found a new path and you started walking down that same path 3 or 4 times a day, what would happen to it? It gets more and more, it gets more defined, the undergrowth gets trampled down, the twigs break away, pretty soon it becomes easier and easier to find them. So let that be kind of just a little reminder towards any kind of change that you're going through, regardless of whether it's respect or something else. If you're willing to commit to going down that new path for a little while it's uncomfortable, at some point it becomes comfortable. Change is awkward, but it is absolutely not impossible. There's a whole new emerging science called neuroplasticity, which speaks to our ability to rewire ourselves constantly. And you know how late in life we do this? Up into our late 80s, people are constantly rewiring themselves. In most cases, it's happening unconsciously. All we're going to do is we're going to try to make it more of a conscious process.